Hey everyone, I thought it might be helpful if I did a demo of what I'm looking for in the logo design project. Here in Photoshop, let's say I've sketched my ideas and now I know what I want to make. So I'll click on New File and choose Postcard. It's under Art and Illustration and Create. Now, I have this idea and I'm going to use shapes to make it. There's one, and two. I'm holding down the Shift key to make a perfect circle. Then I'm going to change this and choose the rectangular marquee tool. Hold down the Shift key, and now I'm making these two intersect. I'm going to put this on a new layer instead of putting it on the background layer. So I've clicked the plus button here with the layers, and I'll choose Edit, Fill, Color. Let's go for nice purple. Looks pretty nice. I'll go ahead and deselect these letters. I want to make this part of the J here not be filled in with purple. So I'm going to use a mask in this case. I've clicked on the mask button here, and if we remember mask, it's black conceals and white reveals. So what I'm going to do here, zoom in one more time, choose my brush tool, look at the size and make it as big as I want it to be. And then I can just paint black down the inside of it here. So that edge was too feathered, it was too soft, so I really want it to be a hard edge. So I pressed Control and clicked on the screen to change the brush options. And I'm going to hold down the Shift key here to make sure that I paint a straight line. All right, there with that hard edge and the straight line, it kind of fits. Looks pretty nice. I think I want them to join together though. So what I want to do here is select this one and choose Command J, creates a new layer, and choose Delete. And then I'll choose Delete on this one too. All right, so now I have a J on one layer and a P on another layer. So I want to move them closer together. I'll press the V key to change to my Move tool, and I'm just pressing my right arrow button to bring them closer together. That's pretty nice. Now I want to zoom in some more, and you see this edge on the P there. I don't like it, so I'm going to use my rectangular marquee tool to just sort of draw this shape here, and I will come into the mask of that P layer and paint black across this to hide that. So I haven't actually erased anything, but only hidden it with a mask. Now we have a nice clean line. Same at the bottom of the J. I'll click on the mask on the J layer. Let's go ahead and name it J, P. The mask on the J layer, I'll go back to my brush and just paint black down the edge to take away that little bump there. I don't think I like where this ends, so let's take this part of the J. I'm going to press Command T to transform it and then click and drag this out. But that's not what I want, because I just wanted to make it longer. I didn't want it to be proportional. So let's undo that, and I'll come up here to the top and I'll click on the chain to break that proportion lock. And now as I stretch it out, it's just going to move down here like this a little bit. I'm trying to get the bottom to sort of match the top. All right, it's pretty nice. But now that I've changed that, I have to fix this again. The edge there with that little bump out. So M for the marquee tool. And we'll just kind of draw a little box there to create a hard edge. I'll hit my brush key. Oops. Oh, I'm painting on the layer itself and not on the mask. That's a common error that I make. There. All right, I kind of like that. Now that I've got the letters, the shape, and the location I want, I'm actually going to merge them, merge layers. And I want to put an effect on these. So we'll try something like bevel and emboss. We can try the various options here. Outer bevel, emboss, pillow emboss, no. Stroke, can't really see a change there. Oops, I think inner bevel is the one that kind of looks okay. Technique, chisel hard, ah yeah. Chisel soft. I think I like chisel hard. Depth, you can change the depth of the bevel, the direction. I like up better. Size. I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. And so that was just using the marquee tool in the circle and rectangular modes, using a mask or two, and using a special effect. That's basically what I want us to get out of this project is the ability to use those basic sort of creation tools in Photoshop. The assignment does mention using transparency, and what we can do here with this is just turn off the background, and that's the transparent logo. The assignment also talks about using text, which I'll show you here. I'll just use the press T for type tool, and I want to make sure I'm still using a coordinating color, so I'll use my eyedropper tool, pick up my purple, and then back to the text tool. And I'll just, when you click in your document, it's going to create this lorem ipsum text, which is, lorem ipsum is just a design convention. It doesn't mean anything at all. So what I'll do is I'm going to come to this text and just take it down a little bit, so as to make it not interfere with my letters. Right. So I'll just type something. So we can see that the 24-point Arial is definitely not going to work there. Let me move this menu up so we can see what we're looking at. And so you could just kind of scroll through these options and even get an idea of what they might look like. This Bauhaus one looks pretty nice and is reminiscent of the letters that we made. This one has little stars in it. You can also easily install new fonts from Adobe through Creative Cloud. Just open up Creative Cloud and look for fonts, and you'll find plenty of fonts to use. Here, let's go with OCR-A standard. Still too big. Whoa. Now, just for design's sake and for my, sort of design sanity, I'm going to drag these guides out to either side of my letters. Good. And what I want to do with this text is change its size in order to fit inside those bars. There we go. Almost. What I'm actually going to do is make it a slight bit bigger, but I'm going to pull up the text tools and change the kerning between the letters, the space between the letters. That's 5. Here's 50. And that gives me the opportunity to actually make that font slightly bigger. And now we've got it. On this text, I'll likely want to put a little effect on it too, maybe a drop shadow, because it's so small, we can't do a lot with it. This is just a little, essentially a bevel, sort of to make it pop and to mimic the lighting look of the letters above. So there we go. I'll choose OK, turn off the background. That looks pretty nice. I'm happy with that. So in order to turn it in for Blackboard, I'll choose File, Save As, choose On My Computer, Parker logo. Format will be a Photoshop PDF, and save. Yes. And that's all. You then go into Blackboard and choose Upload Files, and I'll have a look, and I'm sure that it will be wonderful.